In this session, we will be setting up a connection to Ceridian Dayforce in order to replicate data into Snowflake. Let's go ahead and get started. First, we're going to start by creating a source connection. That source connection will be to Ceridian Dayforce. So select our connector or connection. We will give it a name that is specific and only visible within Data Lakehouse. And here we're going to set a schema prefix as to what this will be labeled in the database. And again, this is a prefix. And now we will select to one of Ceridian's various environments. In this case, we'll pick test. And then we have a particular set of credentials that we will enter in. We will authorize our connection in order to create that. So now that we have our source connection, we need to ensure that we have a target connection as to where that Ceridian data is going to land. In this case, it's going to land into Snowflake, and we have pre-created this particular connection. And so this will connect to your Snowflake environment into the appropriate database that you have access to. And now that we have the target connection created, now we need to schedule a sync bridge. And a sync bridge is what's going to allow us to control and schedule or put that replication on a particular schedule. So we're going to just give it a name that is only visible within Data Lakehouse. We're going to select the source connector that we created earlier, and then we're going to also select the Snowflake target connection. We're going to select a time zone appropriate to us, and we're going to say this sync frequency is once a day. You may choose to do so more often. So we'll save this sync bridge, and now that we have it created, we're going to go ahead and kick off this particular sync bridge. Now that the sync bridge is now running, what we can go do is look at the logs just to ensure that things are kicking off and running as expected. And so the messaging within here, there's a number of different notations that tells us by the green star that the sync has started, and now this is going to run for a period of time and then start to land data into Snowflake. And now we can see that the sync bridge has completed, and we can also go double check within our Snowflake environment in order to confirm that the data has been replicated over. So earlier we had created the demo prefix, which now when it comes to Snowflake, the demo underscore Ceridian Dayforce, and we can see all of our tables, and we can go ahead and start writing our appropriate SQL queries, or perhaps even build a data model to support analytics. Thank you for joining this session.